A family in Maryland watched a tree grow in their yard for decades, but they said goodbye, basically to donate it to the world.
Yes, the tree from Elkton, Maryland is now on its way to New York City, where it will get 50,000 lights, a crystal star, and become the Rockefeller Plaza Christmas tree.
Tim Furlong was there as the family said goodbye.
Hundreds got up early to see it happen.
Then I heard that the neighbors were okay with people coming to look, and I said, kids, get out of bed, we're going.
This 75 to 85-year-old 79-foot Norway spruce in the Price family's yard in Elkton, Maryland is now becoming the Rockefeller Plaza Christmas tree, the first ever from Maryland.
It just made sense to let it go in its prime and go on to a bigger and better purpose than hanging out in our yard, really.
The head gardener at Rockefeller Plaza was down in this area in March.
Well, I typically always try to take the long way home.
And yeah, it's kind of his thing to drive the back roads wherever he goes, looking for perfect trees. He says this one spoke to him.
So when I got out of the car, even before I knocked on the door, I knew that this tree was going to be at Rockefeller Center one day.
The family that has cared for this tree for 31 years got one last picture in front of it. So did the family who lived here before them. And then the sound we all knew was coming. This giving tree was finally hoisted out of its yard and away from its family.
I'm a little sentimental about it, but we're very excited to share it with New York City.
So this little sapling here is actually from the original tree, and once the stump is removed, they're going to put it right here, and it's going to grow, and maybe 80 years from now you have the next 30 rock tree. The crews also did a pretty cool thing. They sheared off the top layer of the trunk so the family can make a table out of their old friend. And after this tree carries out its duty at Rockefeller Plaza, its foliage will be turned into mulch for New York City parks, and its trunk will be milled into lumber that will be used to build Habitat for Humanity homes. The family will go to New York to welcome the tree Saturday and then for the lighting December 1st. It was a good tree, but it will now live out its remaining days dazzling millions of kids like the ones who came here to see it today in Maryland.
We have watched it grow for 31 years, taking care of it. You know, it's been a pretty trouble-free tree, as trees go.
Tim Furlong, NBC News, Elkton, Maryland.
The head gardener at Rockefeller Center looks for each year's Rockefeller Center Christmas tree by visiting nurseries and looks for unique backyard trees.
Trees are also submitted for consideration through Rockefeller Center's website. Eric Pazzi and his team chose each year's tree based on its hardiness and Christmas tree shape, as well as its ability to support the heavy ornaments.
I thought about
That's another
that either.
point. Yeah,
a lot of requirements to take that
I know,
top
and
spot.
we've got this going on back here. I'm like, aw,
very cool.
Those are some really beautiful trees. A lot of them.
Yeah. Coming up on North Dakota Today, taking care of your finances and giving back to the community go hand in hand for one local bank. We'll explain next.